5 years together. I stood by Xander from his bankruptcy to today.
Vivi, marry me. Let me take care of you forever.
Okay.
She thought I'd really marry her. It was just to show Chinny.
How will you handle Vivian?
Just a substitute. After 5 years together, I'll give her enough to live on. I've done enough for her. Come in. What is it?
You need to sign these documents.
You look great today, Secretary Shea. Good news, surely brightens one up.
You're joking, President Shaw.
By the way, there's a dinner tonight. Come with me.
Okay.
Wait. How long were you standing at the door?
I just got here. Any other orders, President Luke?
Fine. You may leave.
Yes. From today on, this child only has a mother. 5 years. I stayed by him for 5 years.
Just a substitute. I've done enough for her.
Done enough? Xander. I'm done being a substitute. The resignation process takes a month. It'll be over soon.
I heard the Luke family's sales rose by 20%. Secretary Shea deserves the credit.
Did you hear that? He's praising you.
You flatter me, Manager Watson? It's all thanks to President Luke's leadership.
Wait, no need to drink for me today.
President Luke is being protective of Secretary Shea.
Others should handle these occasions from now on. You'll have to get used to it.
President Luke, you found a great wife, capable and beautiful.
What wife? Nothing's official yet.
Didn't you propose? We all heard about it.
Proposing doesn't mean I have to marry her.
President Luke is drunk and talking nonsense.
I'm not drunk. Why the long face?
You're overthinking. I don't have the right to be unhappy.
You're more obedient than before. Good. I like you this way. We're going to Serene Garden Villa tonight.
Okay.
Chinny, you're finally back. You're finally back.
Who are you calling?
Don't leave again, okay, Chinny?
Xander. Look closely at who I am.
Chinny, you're my Chinny.
What about Vivian? In your eyes, what is she to you?
A substitute, what else? She's been with me so long just for the money. Chinny, you're the only one I love.
In all these years, did you ever love me even a little?
I've loved you for 5 years.
Xander, you never cared about me. I'm just a substitute.
Chinny, I'll send someone to pick you up now. Chinny is back. Go pick her up. Don't say anything you shouldn't. Also, throw all this trash away. Don't come here again without my permission.
Things I shouldn't say? Like us being together for 5 years?
Vivian, from the very beginning, I was only with you because you look like Chinny. Now that she's back, you know what to do. Don't worry, you've been with me for 5 years. I'll make sure you're taken care of. I'll call you if I need anything.
No need, Xander. From now on, we're even times 7-itter. Miss Shaw, President Luke sent me to pick you up. Your accommodation is ready.
Vivian, right? Sanda's mentioned you to me more than once. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome, Miss Shaw. I'm just following President Luke's orders.
Xander, you really couldn't wait. I just got in the car and you're already calling.
I just couldn't wait to hear your voice. Are you settling in okay?
Don't worry. I grew up here too.
That's good. Tell Vivian if you need anything. Her task is to keep you satisfied.
Listen to you. She's a top talent after all. You make her sound like a nanny.
That's exactly what she's here for. Besides, 10 of her aren't as important as you.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Secretary Shay. Xander's just being a bit direct, but it's only because he cares about me. You don't mind, do you?
You're joking, Miss Shaw. I'm just President Luke's secretary.
Secretary Shay, I don't like the decor here. Could you change it to the style I like?
I'll need to ask President Luke first. Many things here are.
Oh, I'm sorry, Secretary Shay. I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh no, that rare vase the old chairman bought for 20 million. Miss Shaw, I need to report this to President Luke.
It's just a vase. I'll just buy it. Anyway, how expensive can a broken vase be?
Miss Shaw, this antique vase was bought by President Luke's grandfather. It's worth at least 70 million.
Stop acting, Vivian. I know about your relationship with Xander. Xander, do you actually not want me back? Is that why your secretary is bullying me over a vase?
How could that be? Chinny, you can do whatever you want. Vivian, I sent you to look after Chinny, not to upset her. Fulfill whatever request Chinny has.
But the vase Miss Shaw broke isn't an ordinary one.
The Lukes aren't so petty that we'd miss a vase. Don't report such trifles to me.
Understood. I hope President Luke remembers that. Since President Luke doesn't care, then there's nothing left to say. What style do you like, Miss Shaw? I'll arrange the renovation.
I don't like it too noisy, so I'll leave the renovation for Secretary Shay to finish alone. Just change it to European style.
It seems Chinny is coming for me, even without the vase. Something else would have happened. All right, Miss Shaw, I'll make sure you're satisfied. Miss Shaw, the house is ready as requested. President Luke is on his way. Can I clock out now?
Fine, you can go.
What's wrong with Xander? His beloved Chinny is back. Why is he calling me in the middle of the night? President Luke, any instructions? It's nothing major. I'll come by tomorrow.
Vivian, come to the villa immediately. Vivian, I know you're upset, but why take it out on the vase?
President Luke, are you saying...
That I broke the vase? If not you, then who else, Vivian? Have I been spoiling you too much lately, to the point where you've forgotten your place?
Miss Shaw, are you sure I broke this vase?
I saw the broken vase right after I woke up. Secretary Shay, I know you're just scared. Don't worry, as long as you admit it. Xander won't do anything to you.
President Luke, you said it yourself. The Lukes aren't so petty as to miss a decoration. Forgot?
Enough, Vivian. I've spoiled you too much. Now you're trying to frame Chinny? Kneel here and apologize to Chinny.
I didn't do it. I will never admit to it. It's simple to find the truth. Just check the security footage. Or are you afraid, President Luke? Afraid your white moonlight isn't really so pure?
Then check it. Chinny, what's wrong? Don't scare me.
Xander, I've always been frail. Maybe I caught a chill today. I feel a bit dizzy.
I'll take you to the hospital now. You stay here and kneel. Don't get up without my permission.
President Luke, help me.
Xander, I'm in pain.
Hang in there. I'm taking you to the hospital now.
Help me. Xander, you'll regret this. Baby, don't be afraid. Mommy will definitely save you.
Hello, this is the emergency center.
Building 12. Serene Garden. Help me. Nurse, is my baby okay?
It was a close call. It's a rare case of twins. As a parent, you should have been more careful.
Twins!
I don't know how you parents do it. Not even knowing you're having twins.
They didn't find out last time. Nurse, thank you so much for this.
Be more careful from now on. Your uterine wall is thinner than most. If something happens now, You might never be a mother.
I can't go on like this. There's still nearly a month left. Right, I have annual leave. I'm leaving anyway, might as well use it. Shelley, your call is just in time.
Vivi, something's wrong. Your project has been stolen.
What? What happened? I'm heading to the office now.
President Luke brought her in today. He wants her to take your place.
This is ridiculous. The project isn't just mine.
That's the second thing. The rest of the team was kicked out. Vivi, did you offend President Luke?
No, this time he offended me. Don't worry, I'll go talk to him.
Come in. Since you won't kneel, then give the project to Chinny as an apology. She's a top business graduate too. She's no worse than you.
Easy for you to say. What about the staff who worked late? With one word, you give away their success.
It's a company decision. I pay their salaries. They work for the company. That's only natural.
I won't give the project to Chinny.
Vivian, I'm not negotiating with you. The notice is already out. It cannot be changed.
Xander, how could you become like this?
Vivian, please understand me too. Chinny is new and needs results to prove herself.
I can agree, but you must keep the original team's names. They earned it.
Impossible. It's non-negotiable. Vivian, don't forget your place. You're just a secretary. This is my company. I call the shots.
Fine, the company is yours. Do whatever you want. I was going to warn you about the project, but now I see no point. I was being meddlesome. Since I'm not needed here, President Luke, I'm taking my leave.
Fine. Go clear your head. From now on, you'll be working under Chinny.
Then please approve my leave. President Luke, I'll be off until the end of the month.
Chinny, are you having trouble at work? Okay, I'll make sure he teaches you.
I have a bad feeling. Could it be? President Luke's leave is settled. I have to go now.
Wait, there's a banquet tonight. Take Chinny with you. You can rest later.
President Luke, you can find someone else for this.
Chinny is giving you a chance to apologize. Be good. Don't make this difficult for me.
Disgusting. It's just a dinner party. I'll go then.
Don't worry. I see all your hard work. Get along well with Chinny from now on.
Who's the woman with President Luke today? Where's Vivian?
Everyone knows Vivian is just a stand-in. The one beside him is the real deal.
That's great. Everyone knows Vivian's capabilities. As for this one, she doesn't seem as good as Vivian.
Miss Shea, Xander doesn't deserve you. Why not consider joining Yates?
Miss Shea, consider Grand Horizon. We'll double your salary.
Miss Shea, Denson is also a good choice. We'll provide a private office and a team.
Miss Shea, our staff are all 6 feet tall. Pick whoever you like, and I'll send him to you.
Vivian is mine. Poaching my staff right in front of me?
President Luke, if the Luke family doesn't value talent, you can't stop others from doing so. Think it over, Miss Shea. Leave the past for a better future.
Vivian, I can't believe you'd use this to get Xander's attention. Xander, Secretary Shea is so impressive. Did I embarrass you? Maybe I should just leave.
Silly. Don't say that. My woman. Who dares say anything? Everyone. From now on, Chinny will take over all of Vivian's projects. She is the only one for me.
President Luke is serious this time.
Vivian never got this kind of treatment. Vivian had to fend for herself at every banquet.
His attitude is so different with his first love.
Such a bother.
5 years together, but you never favored me?
Miss Shaw, nice to meet you. Let me offer a toast.
Xander, I can't drink.
Vivian. Chinny can't drink. Come and drink for her.
President Luke, since it's a toast for your beloved, it's more sincere to drink it yourself, isn't it?
Vivian. I said you drink it.
President Luke, I'm not feeling well today. Doctor's orders, no alcohol. You'll have to take it, President Luke.
What's wrong with you?
Secretary Shea, I know my presence bothers you. But on such a big occasion, you have to do this?
To make me feel bad for you. You're becoming so manipulative. Chinny is fragile and can't take this. Drink this for her. What reward do you want?
Just because she's fragile, I'm expected to be mistreated? What if I refuse to drink?
Vivian, don't push your luck. My patience is limited. I won't keep tolerating your attitude.
Nonsense. I just said I'm unwell, but to you, it's a tantrum. Excuse me, I'm leaving first. Sorry, baby. It's my fault. You have to suffer this with me.
Vivian. She's actually pregnant with Xander's baby. No, I can't let her have this child.
Since you're unwell, I'll take you home.
Is this compensation?
Xander, I think I twisted my ankle.
President Luke, I can manage. You should go stay with Miss Shaw.
I'll come find you later. Vivian, there's a problem with the project.
President Luke, I'm on vacation, and the project was handed over to Miss Shaw.
Now is not the time for tantrums. If you don't come, the whole team is fired.
Xander, do you think I care? If it weren't for the team?
It's okay, Chinny. It's not your fault. Vivian will be here soon.
Xander, I just did what Secretary Shea told me. I don't know why it turned out like this.
Why stop now? I'd love to know what instructions led you to ruin a finished project.
You're just in time. You're close with President Howard. Go re-sign the contract now.
Is this project mine or hers?
Chinny is the project lead, so it's hers, naturally.
Then I refuse. I won't work hard just for someone else's credit.
To you, this is just a small matter.
Secretary Shea, I know you're mad I took Xander, but don't mess with the company's projects. If you can just fix this, I'll leave the company and Xander.
Vivian, must you be so difficult?
Xander, are you blind? Miss Shaw, explain why the price for President Howard is doubled?
I just wanted the company to make more money.
How clever of you! To take a guaranteed project and ruin it.
Enough. Vivian, if you want to save your team, fix this.
Fine. But what's in it for me?
If you do it, I'll grant you one request. Anything at all. Including the marriage you want so badly.
Any request? Does that mean I can leave the company early? Fine, I agree. Don't break your promise.
Just name it. And I'll do it. Vivian is still obsessed with me. She agreed immediately when I mentioned marriage.
No, Xander. How could you agree to that?
Chinny, don't worry. Even if I marry Vivian, you'll always be the most important to me.
Xander's attitude toward Vivian is changing. Vivian has to go.
She's more cautious than I thought, but she's still in my hands now.
Chinny, what are you doing?
Vivian, guess what? Between you and me, who will Xander choose?
What do you mean?
Xander is on his way. Vivian, I'll let you see the man you love. abandon you.
Stop. Let them go. I'll give you whatever you want.
We don't want money. We want to play a game, President Luke. Out of the two, pick one. Make your choice, President Luke.
Release them. I'll give you 50 million.
Seems you don't know the rules. Miss Shaw will suffer if you don't choose.
Xander, I'm dying anyway. I won't last long. Choose Miss Shay.
I choose Chinny. Chinny is fragile. I can't let anything happen to her. But I'll save you too. We'll get married after that.
Such a beauty, abandoned like this.
Little beauty, why not come with us?
Xander, I'm pregnant.
No. Vivian.
Xander, don't be reckless.
Find her. I want her alive. She won't die. Find her no matter what.
Me baby. I couldn't save you after all.
The miscarriage took a toll. You need to rest well.
I understand, doctor. It's for the best.
Xander, after everything that's happened, I've realized how fragile life is. Let's not waste any more time, okay?
Vivi.
Xander, let's be together.
Chinny. I've finally waited for this day. Vivian never used perfume like this. Vivian.
How are you feeling now?
So it was you who saved me.
If you really want to thank me, come work at my company.
President Yates, is this how Yates exploits its employees?
Just to prevent anyone else from snatching you up, why don't we sign a contract first?
After I resign from the Luke family, Yates will be my first choice.
Xander, you're worried about Miss Shay, right?
She was with me after all. I don't want anything to happen to her.
Xander, I don't know if I should tell you this.
Chinny, just say whatever's on your mind.
I heard the kidnappers following Miss Shay's orders while I was unconscious. Do you think it's possible?
So Vivian definitely won't die, right?
Xander, are you in love with Vivian? If it's her you love, I'll step aside.
How is that possible? Chinny, don't overthink it. I'm just angry. She actually staged this out of jealousy. How unreasonable. Stop looking. Vivian, if you're okay, why didn't you call me? I already know the whole truth. Vivian, the fact that you staged your own kidnapping, I can let it slide.
What did you say? Did Chinny tell you that too?
Go in and apologize to Chinny. Chinny is generous. She won't hold it against you.
President Luke, where are you taking my person?
Your person? Vivian has always been mine.
I saved her life, so she's giving herself to me as thanks.
I'm just hiring an employee. He makes it sound like there's something between us.
Impossibly. Vivian would never do that.
Miss Shay, tell him yourself. Is what I said true or false?
He's right.
Vivian, say that again.
Take me with you.
As you wish.
Vivian, if you leave with him today, don't ever think of coming back.
I'd love that.
Vivian, I bet you won't last long without seeing me. Has Vivian come looking for me?
No.
Why are there so many errors? Vivian would never have done this.
President Luke, Miss Shea is here.
Let her up immediately. So you finally realized your mistake. Vivian, don't say I didn't give you a chance. Now.
President Luke, I'm here to resign. It's time for us to end this. President Luke, I'm here to resign. It's time for us to end this
What did you say? Vivian, it's been so long. Haven't you cooled down?
President Luke, I've made the company a lot of money over the years. I hope we can end this on good terms.
After all these years, you're treating our relationship as a transaction?
Was there ever any real feeling between us? Didn't you always treat me as Chinny's substitute?
You lied to me. So you heard everything back then?
Reacting like this makes me think you've actually fallen for your substitute.
How is that possible?
Then please sign this, President Luke.
Vivian, let's see what you can do without me. You're just a tool. I can have as many as I want.
In that case, President Luke, I hope we never meet again.
Miss Shea, congrats on escaping that misery.
Thanks, President Yates. I look forward to working with you.
President Luke, since Boss Shea left, there's no reason for us to stay. Right, we're leaving too.
Go! Everyone, get out! Pay the project team and kick them all out.
President Luke, I'm calling about the next steps for the wedding.
Vivi, marry me. Let me take care of you forever.
Miss Shea said it's not happening. Should we cancel, or?
Don't cancel. Switch the bride. Vivian. I don't believe it. That you'll stay calm after hearing I'm getting married.
Everyone. From today on, Vivian officially joins Yates as the project director. Please welcome her.
%5 equity? For me?
To keep a talent like Miss Shea, I have to make a sacrifice. Of course. It's also to reassure Miss Shea, Yates is not a wolf's den like the Luke family.
No rush. I just got here. Give me the contract once I've proven myself.
Fine as you wish. I believe you'll earn these shares soon.
Congrats, Director Shea, on winning President Howard's deal. The Luke family must be crying now. With the project bonuses, we'll get a huge raise. Director Shea, a toast to you.
To a better future at Yates. Let's strike it rich.
Xander, how could Secretary Shea do this? She just joined Yates and stole President Howard's deal. That was supposed to be ours.
Stop it. She got the deal through her own ability.
What ability does she have? The ability to suck up to Sean?
Who made this contract? The formatting is all wrong.
Xander, I made this contract. Am I too stupid? I'm sorry.
Stop what you're doing. You're just causing trouble every day. Vivian would never make such a rookie mistake.
Xander, you're scolding me because of Vivian. You were never like this before.
Don't overthink it. There's a banquet tonight. Come with me. Vivi.
You couldn't tell before. President Yates and Director Shea are such a good match.
They really are. Ever since Director Shea joined Yates, Yates has been thriving. It's a shame he didn't seize the chance and let President Yates take the lead.
Vivian, why do you always cross me?
President Luke is blind. He threw away a gem for a pebble and fired Director Shea and kept a trophy wife instead.
A trophy? Not necessarily. Even in looks, who can beat Director Shea? Chani isn't bad. But compared to Vivian, they are worlds apart.
Vivi, long time no see. How have you been?
President Luke, you should have some self-awareness. Vivi doesn't want to see you.
You call her Vivi? Isn't it obvious?
Vivi belongs to the Yates family now. Vivi belongs to the Yates family now.
Sean, how dare you steal my woman?
I've wanted to punch you for a long time. How dare you hurt her like that?
Stop fighting.
I'll kill you.
Sober now?
Vivi, you hit me for him?
Sender, we're over. Remember your place. Don't do anything out of line again.
I failed last time. This time, I'll make sure Vivian never recovers. I'll have her life.
Whose life are you taking?
Xander, you heard wrong? I wouldn't even hurt a cat. How could I do something like that?
Is that so?
Yes, Xander. I was just watching TV. Just practicing some lines.
Then do you remember which show it was? What? You want Vivian dead, right?
Since you've already guessed it, why ask me? Exactly. I want Vivian dead.
Why? What did she do to you?
This is all because of you, Xander. You don't say it, but I can tell. You love Vivian. You can't forget her. But all this time, haven't you loved me?
Nonsense. How could I love Vivian?
What? Afraid to admit it? True. You did so many horrible things to Vivian. How could you admit you love her?
How could I possibly love Vivian? This face used to make me so happy. Now it brings me no joy at all. Could it be that I...
Xander, you're finally admitting it.
Chinny. Let's break up. Now that I see my heart clearly, I'll get Vivian back to me.
You're not still dreaming of her forgiveness, are you?
I won't hold this against you, but I'm not staying with you.
Xander, you have no idea what Vivian went through. She'll never forgive you. Nonsense, eh?
Vivian will definitely forgive me. Talk.
Vivian was pregnant.
What did you say?
But the baby is gone now. Why don't you guess how she lost the baby?
Vivi, why didn't you tell me you were pregnant?
Why should I?
It was my child too. But from start to finish, I knew nothing.
I wanted to tell you, but that day, I heard you talking to Ian Shaw. to you? I'm just a tool to make Chinny jealous.
So from that moment on, you plan to hide it?
If you knew you'd have killed the baby yourself,
I wouldn't. If I knew she was pregnant, would I have kept the baby?
looks like you figured it out. You would have...
The baby. How did it happen?
An explosion and hours in the sea.
How is that possible? Weren't those kidnappers your people? It couldn't have been then.
I was in on it with them. Why would they target me first? But if thinking that makes you feel better, fine.
It really was then. But Chinny said,
Xander, the baby is gone. No need to act like a grieving father now. It's disgusting.
Why did it happen? It's me. I killed my own child. Chinny. This is all because of Chinny. So, those two kidnappers, one was Chinny's classmate. The other was her suitor.
Yes.
I can't believe for such a wicked woman, I hurt the one I love. And even killed my own baby. No, that kidnapping. Chinny staged it all. What about everything before? Chinny. It's still Chinny. If you don't get Vivian's forgiveness, you know the consequences. Vivi, I know Chinny did many things to hurt you. I brought her here today to apologize.
I don't accept it. Take her and leave.
Are you unhappy with Chinny's apology? That's no way to apologize. Kneel down.
No. Why should I kneel to her?
You've done so many bad things to Vivi. It's just a kneel.
Xander, stop acting crazy.
Vivi, have you forgiven me?
Xander, you still don't understand. You're always making excuses for yourself.
Vivi, what are you saying? Ask yourself, is this really all because of Chinny? Vivi, isn't it? Ever since she appeared, your attitude towards me has changed.
You're wrong. No one else caused this. It was you!
Vivi, what?
It was your indifference. And your indulgence. It's impossible for us now.
No way, Vivian. You must be lying to me.
Am I lying? You know the truth in your heart.
It's all because of you. If not for you, Vivi wouldn't leave me.
What are you doing?
Once you're gone, Vivi will come back to me.
Xander, you're crazy!
Remember that vase you broke? Damaging property. Worth 70 million. Chinny, how many years will you get?
Xander, you can't do this to me. You said, I'm the only one you love.
You're the reason I lost Vivi.
I have some news. Xander sent Chinny to jail.
Their business has nothing to do with me.
Now let's talk about you. Since director Shay joined Yates, our market value has surged. So the board has agreed to give Miss Shay 5% of the shares. Director Shay wouldn't refuse again, right?
I earned this. Why should I refuse?
Vivi, Chinny is no longer an obstacle between us. Vivi, let's get married. I've prepared the wedding.
Xander, stop doing these useless things. I won't forgive you. And I'll never be with you.
Vivi, for me, Don't you have any feelings left?
Non, Xander. I just want you to stay away from me. Let's go.
He was someone you used to love after all. You. Are you okay? You can talk to me freely. Don't worry. I'm very good at keeping secrets.
I'm fine. Xander no longer affects me.
That's good. Then I'm relieved.
What did you say?
Nothing. I was just thinking, this is truly something worth celebrating.
The patient's kidney is infected and needs a transplant. Go pay for the surgery.
I'm so useless. I can't even save my own mother's life.
This money is enough for your mother's treatment. On this face, there should be no tears.
Can I do anything for you?
No need.
Back then, Xander was my light. But now, I'll be my own light.
President Luke, Miss Shea, it's confirmed they'll attend the charity event. I heard there's a performance.
Got it. How is this possible? This song. Only she knows this song. But wasn't that person Chinny?
Miss Shea, this song is so moving. Can you tell us its name?
This song is called Nirvana. It means breaking free and rising from the ashes. I hope everyone can break their chains and find their own way.
Vivi, how do you know this song?
Xander, what are you doing now?
Vivi, I mean no harm. I just want to know the origin of this song.
My mother wrote this song. Only my mother and I know how to play it.
Only you know it. Let me ask you. 6 years ago, did you perform this song? And where was it?
How did you know I performed 6 years ago?
So we were meant to be after all.
Xander, are you crazy?
Vivi, do you know? It was because of your song that I fell for you on stage at first sight.
Wait, did you?
Exactly. I thought Chinny was the one, but it was actually you. I've always loved you.
Haha, how ridiculous. So you're saying I, the substitute, was actually a substitute for myself?
Now you understand. Our destiny was written in the stars. I'm never giving up.
Even if it's true, so what?
Believe me, I really love you.
Xander, you're only fooling yourself. If it's real love, you don't look for a substitute.
Vivi, sorry. Am I too late?
Not at all. You're just in time. What you said only makes it clearer. Leaving you was the right choice.
I won't give up, Vivi.
Now that you've held my hand, you must take responsibility.
You.
Have you decided? Are you really going to expand abroad?
There's no challenge left here. Since Yates is going global, I want to improve myself.
Are you sure it's not to avoid me?
Of course not. Sean, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at the office?
Our President Shea is going abroad. She can't go alone. So I applied for a transfer too.
You didn't have to do this.
Don't worry, I won't force you. I just want you to know, whatever you choose, I'll always be behind you.
Vivi, I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Can't even win back a wife. What a waste of my good genes.
Vivi,
Starting today, Xander is stripped of all duties at the Luke family. In his current state, he can't manage the Luke family business.
Under Sean and Vivian, Yates Group doubled its global market share. Market value exceeded 100 billion. They're called the business world's power duo.
I've finally waited for this day.
Me too.
Vivi, you were supposed to be my wife.
Slow down, don't fall.
Vivi, this is how we were supposed to be.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's go home.
Mom, I want strawberry cake when we get home.